lay entirely through the South, where Union communications to California could be cut at any time. The President and supporters of the Union were deeply worried. In case of war, the loss of California with its fabulous wealth might be a staggering blow to the Union cause. If the state were to be saved, a faster and safer means of communication with loyal California Unionists must be established immediately. One of America's greatest strengths is her ability to produce men capable of meeting every national emergency. The man who rose to meet this one was William Russell. He was the senior partner of Russell, Majors, and Waddell, overland freighters between St. Joseph, Missouri, and Salt Lake City, Utah. He believed that by a central route, light riders on relays of fast horses could carry the mail between St. Joseph and San Francisco in 10 days. From St. Joseph, it could be speeded east by the newly built railroad. At first, everyone laughed at Mr. Russell's idea. Mountain men argued that the Rockies and Sierra Nevadas could never be successfully crossed in winter. Plainsmen argued that the Sioux and Paiute Indians would kill any lone rider trying to cross their homelands. Mr. Russell still remained firm in his belief. He knew the Western country thoroughly, and he knew the type of lightweight, hard-riding young horsemen it was producing. He was sure that 80 of the best among them, with 400 fast horses, could overcome every obstacle with speed, courage, and determination. To do the job, 80 well-supplied relay stations would have to be built along the most direct route, across the prairies and up the Platte and Sweetwater rivers to South Pass, through rugged Utah, around Great Salt Lake, across the Nevada deserts, and over the high Sierra Nevada mountains of California. To guard the stations from Indian attack, and to provide food and shelter for riders and horses, 200 keepers and stablemen would be needed. Mr. Russell knew the cost would be tremendous, but he offered to furnish the United States government semi-weekly 10-day Pony Express mail service between St. Joseph and San Francisco for $500 a round trip. When in January of 1860 Mr. Russell made his offer, the Senate was sharply divided between pro-slavery and anti-slavery forces. Southern senators were determined that northern communications with California should not be improved. They were successful in blocking passage of a bill to pay for the carrying of Pony Express mail. When the Senate refused to pay for their services, Mr. Russell and his partners decided that they had an obligation to their country and would discharge it regardless of cost to themselves. They immediately set to work making careful plans for speeding and safeguarding the pony mail. They believed that both depended on the swiftness and endurance of relay ponies, since a single rider could not fight off Indian attacks and would have to escape them by running away. For this reason, a pony's load must be no more than 165 pounds. Only riders weighing 120 pounds or less would be hired. Equipment must weigh no more than 25 pounds, and each rider's mail load would be limited to 20 pounds. To reduce weight, protect the mail, and speed up relays, Mr. Russell had special Pony Express saddles and mochilas made. The saddle was only a light wooden frame with horn, cantle, stirrups, and belly band. The mochila, or mantle, was an easily removable leather cover that fitted over the saddle, with openings to let the horn and cantle stick through. At each corner of the mochila, there was a cantina, or pouch, for carrying mail. These were fitted with locks, and the keys would be kept only at Salt Lake City, San Francisco, and St. Joseph. Each mochila would be carried the full length of the line, being moved from pony to pony as relays were made. Since the rider would be sitting on it, it could not be lost or stolen while he was mounted. If he were to be thrown or killed during his run, the mochila would remain on the saddle and no doubt be carried on to the next relay station by the riderless pony. Mr. Russell knew every foot of the 1,966-mile Pony Express trail, and divided it carefully into relays for the ponies and routes for the riders. Where the going would not be too hard for a pony, relay stations were spaced